This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Yeah, I always love getting together with this gentleman. We get to see the side of somebody's life and their work that you don't normally. Something very different now. He is a professional magician, works with people of all ages, specializes with kids, does community events, and so much more. He is the amazing Kevin out of Stafford, Virginia, back on the program with us. How's everything in your world today?
Oh, it's awesome, Steve. It's good to see you. Thanksgiving was great. Lots of food. Spent time with family.
Nice.
It was good. Didn't have to travel. Didn't have to drive. I got to stay home, put my feet up. Watch a little bit of football. Spend some time with the family. Eat, fall asleep, take a nap, make another sandwich.
So I
But
wonder,
really,
yeah, here you are. You've been doing this for decades. Family gathering, holiday. Does it come up from time to time where a relative maybe you haven't seen in a while, they know what you do, and hey, Kevin, I just did do a trick for me. Show me something. Yeah, do
yeah,
you still
yeah,
get
it
that?
happens. Yeah, it's having a pocket load of tricks. One of the things that they do, they go, it's during the holiday season, right? Things get kind of expensive. So I show I try to explain. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Sorry. One, yeah, there we go. It's the $5 rule. You can't really buy anything for $5.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't, can you? But I'll tell you what, if we just keep it going and we'll just make it 20s.
That's
This will be
awesome.
enough to buy something, you know. But when you go out, you got to be careful. You got to really keep that money hidden.
That's better interest than you get at a bank. And in 5 seconds, it went from $5 to 100.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Wow.
So it when I leave my house, yes, I have 4 or 5 tricks that I just kind of carry with me. I know it's odd. It's odd. It's odd to carry rope. And it's like why does this guy have rope in his pocket? And so
One can come up with many different stories for that.
yes, it is. It is. And it's the soft rope.
Mm.
So what would happen is I would have the other person hold the other end and we would play a little bit of tug of war to verify that it's a long piece of rope. I'm in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sitting position. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to cut it like so. And we're going to tie the two ends together like so. And we call this cut and restored rope. All right. I mean, that's the beauty of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there isn't really any magic there. What happens is you have to grab the magic dust. When you grab the magic dust and you sprinkle it on top, it comes back.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that nice?
It really is.
It
Uh,
is it is a classic cut and restored rope. If you want to know how it's done, Steve, I can share it.
Trust me,
Um,
I was looking very closely at what you were doing to see if I could see something. Nothing. Flawless.
this Thank you, thank you. There's a lot of YouTube videos, and I mean you can Google this 8 ways to Sunday. So you take a piece of rope, you show both ends, you bring both ends together like so. When you come to the bottom and you bring it up, as you're bringing it up, you're going to pinch the other side and bring that up. But when you do it, you're going to make it look like this. Okay. You're going to cut that end. Well, when you do that, you're going to drop the ends. You're going to tie it into a knot. But what you're doing is you're just tying a slip knot on. keeping your hand covered. Pull both ends to give it the illusion that it's a tight piece of rope. You pull on both ends. If you want them to play tug of war, that works.
Hmm.
And then as you wrap it around your hand's going to grab here, and it's going to slide the knot completely off. We drop the knot off, grab the magic dust, whatever you want to do, and then just show the rope as being restored.
So what you cut off, you were literally cutting the rope. You really were.
Oh yeah, it's a physical cut. So when you have a spectator doing it, that's the best part about it. When you have a spectator help you take and cut when they physically are cutting that rope, when they are physically cutting the rope, and they know that they cut it.
Mm.
That right there is a psychological. I cut that rope. I know I did.
Yeah.
When you get to the point where you have the two ends and you tie that into a knot, now keep in mind the rope is getting shorter and shorter as we're going.
I was going to ask you that after a while.
Yeah. I mean, you are physically removing a length of rope out of it, and this right here, I mean, you're like, you know what, I really don't like where that knot's at, and you could just slide it to another spot.
Right.
You're like, no, I don't like it there. Here, let me put it right here. And there's skits. You can change this. You can make this your own. I don't know how well blue rope is transitioning on the screen, but
Oh, we can see. We can see.
but and then, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. But the most powerful thing is when it's in the middle and you go like this and you wrap your hand around it and you just grab some magic dust and you spray it right on the top and they hold that in and you pull it out like that and it's a solid piece of rope, they lose their mind.
It's cool.
I've done that. I did it as a walking, strolling aspect of things. I mean, you get a pocket full of knots. You got to go to buy a trash can occasionally and reach in your pocket and throw all the knots out. But that one right there, that's just a walk and go. You know, uh,
The key point here, as I would see, is disposing of the knot. You got to get rid of that so nobody sees it and how you did it.
right. So every move a magician makes, and generally is a hide or a pull. So, depending on and the ones that are really, really good, I mean, there's some really great magicians out there that can melt your brain just by the basis of putting a coin in their hand. You physically see that coin there. I'm not a coin guy. And you're like, yeah, I see it. And when they close their hand up like this, and then they reopen it up again and it's gone, that's a brain melt. Okay. But for like getting rid of the knots and stuff like that, it all comes to the art of misdirection and having people look this way versus that way. It's the classic one. It's this one right here where you got the two hands up, right? And you put the thumbs down to the ground, you crisscross your hands, you interlock the fingers, you move the thumbs, you move the fingers, and then you say, hey, no, move your pinkies, please. And when they do that and you're in this position, you go, all right, 1, 2, 3. They're not, they don't understand.
Hmm.
They don't see where you had the separation to make it work because it's always a hand away. When that, like when David Copperfield did it live, when it came to the actual action of the secret, the camera moved over to here and then came back to him. And that split second is when the action actually happened. But everybody thought it was the same. And I've done this one. I've done this in front of somebody and was teaching it to them. And they didn't get it like 5 times in a row. I did it. Everybody else around was those that were slowly getting it or starting to get it and starting to see it more and more. But every time this poor lady, she just did not see it. It was like a page in front of their face. And
So I want to get in your head for a second because you just said before that you're not a coin guy. It sounds like you prefer not to do coin tricks. Am I hearing that right? And if that is, how come? Doesn't matter. I'm just kind of curious what
Oh,
works for you.
I love coin magic. It's something that I am working on. It's not something that I'm doing live. It's not something that I'm doing in person. It's one of those things that you really want to hone in on and have a sit down table or have a routine where you can go for 5, 10 minutes on 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes on a coin routine is ideal because if you do a standard vanish, right? And you take the coin and you drop it and they look and it's gone, they're going to go, well, open up the other hand.
Mm.
Or, if you don't have it routined where you can make coins across or do a matrix or something like that, eh, don't do it.
I love what you said, standard disappear. Like it's just like again, we're peeling the curtain back and looking at you and what you do, and the other side of it. The way, and to me, all of this is difficult because I am all of us don't do magic, but it sounds like coin tricks are a little more challenging, and you got to make sure you got it the way you want it.
It is. I mean, coin tricks are a little more of an angle thing too. I mean, you can do certain coin tricks, but being surrounded 360 degrees up close and tight, you got to make sure that you don't have chatter with your coins. So chatter being that the one coin hits another coin and it really wasn't supposed to. That's the talk. That's the coins are talking, and that creates a tell. And then people are like, oh, but other people might not pay attention to those little minor details. But there are those people that are just burning your hands. Just, I want to know. Oh, I'm going to stare and I'm going to listen and I'm heightened in all my sensory parts. And I'm like, yeah, I want to watch for the flash. I want to watch for the take. I want to watch for the transition. I want to listen for the chatter. I want to know where I caught it. But can I duplicate it? Oh, hell no. But that's like, oh, I caught you. No, you know what? Shut up. Go, go enjoy the trick. Stop being a douche. Right? I mean, the money trick that I did, ones to twenties. Um, I was doing that one, and they were like, ah, and I'm like, and that being, I know how that's done. I knew what you did. Blah 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 blah. I was like, you know what? Shut up. Not to be rude. I wasn't rude. I was like, yeah, shut up. Just enjoy it for what it is. Stop trying to problem solve every single magic trick that you see and enjoy the ride. The whole part of magic is the experience, not a riddle, not a puzzle box. It's making the unbelievable believable. It's really enjoying and embracing I hate it's a false reality, but it's that's what it is. You're letting go your endorphins to be happy. But you want to sit there and try to problem solve it? No, let that go.
Have you done this before where somebody called you out? Well, come on, Gavin, I saw what you did over there. And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
but then you play him. Then you play him, say, you know what, you got me, and here you go. And then you just did another trick in front of them. Like, and now they're
oh
like,
yeah.
oh.
100% all the time. All the
It's
time.
probably got to be fun to do that, right?
It is. It is. I mean, because they're trying to be a heckler, or they're just trying to show that hey, I'm the star because I know how you did that.
Mm.
No, you're not the star, buddy. They hired me to do this. I'm here to entertain, and if you want to enjoy the show, please enjoy it. All right. If you want to sit there and Google it and learn it and take all the years and time that it took for one to learn it, then be my guest. But learn the values and the respect that comes behind it. And don't be again, a douche. But okay, so I have a, Frady Cat Rabbit. That's those in the magic world will know what Frady Cat Rabbit is. It's a black rabbit on one side, white rabbit on the other side, and it's a matter of what pattern that you're going to use. It has two doors. Okay, you open the door and then you show them the black rabbit, and then you close the door and you flip it around and you show the black rabbit again. And the object is for the children aspect to go, no, 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 I want to see the other door. You don't want to see the other door. The other door is the same. See? And the parents in the back are laughing as it keeps on turning back and forth. But it's a sucker trick.
A
It's
sucker
a suck,
trick.
it's a sucker trick all the way to the end. And when you do the reveal, and all those that are like, I know how that's done, I know what you're doing. And when that trick comes out, it's just like, boom, pie in the face, super smile, and humbleness sits upon them with laughter.
You know, I'm thinking of this. These people will call you out, but if they go to a, say, a Broadway play or a production live in front of them, are they standing up and saying, hey, wait a minute, you're not acting the right way. That's not the way the character sound. Nobody would ever do that.
No, and the worst ones, and I hate to say it, are children, as
Really?
they are unfiltered. They have
Mm,
not they have not learned the dynamics of the standing in this line, of the mannerisms and the politeness
mm,
and the respect that the shoulds and should nots. You should not do that. It's okay if you do that. If you're going to do
great.
that, you need to go this way and do it and approach it on an offbeat where it's not during his performance and while he's performing. I've had children knock over my case. I've had magic spill everywhere. I've had a child throw up and from belly laughter. He was laughing so hard he puked up his nacho cheese and
Ah,
cleared the area. I finished the trick, and I mean they were dying laughing. I mean this trick it was wonderful. It was a premise of the cut and restored rope, but at a different level. And when I finished the trick, right? And I turned to grab something out of my prop box. And I turned back around and all the kids were gone. They were all gone. I was like, I looked away for a matter of 2 seconds. It was the best trick ever. I was like, oh my God, what happened to them? Where'd they go? And I'm looking, and they go, a child threw up, and everybody scattered, and then it was at a I'd rather not say what kind of event it was at, but anyways, at the event, the other kids were kind of like hazing the kid that threw up. I was like, whoa, 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 back up, don't do that. He was having a good time. He laughed so hard he just threw up his nacho cheese. All right. He was having fun. Don't do that to him.
yeah.
Don't shun him. How dare you? Matter of fact, apologize to him. And the mom came up to me after the end of the show. She's just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said, "No, it's okay. It's okay. Here, have some magic wands. Take these magic wands, give them to your kids."
In a
And
way, for you, mission accomplished though. You made them laugh so
oh yeah,
much, you know?
and because of that, and because of the group for the of who they are, the organizations who they are, it feeds through the system, and people are like, no, get this guy, no, get this guy, no, get this guy. He's really good. He shows up. He shows up. When somebody hires me and I put them in my calendar and they've paid the retainer or we've created an agreement, I'm showing. You have to physically call me and tell me we can't do the event or send me an email confirming the cancellation of it. Because if not, I'm showing. You hire unless I die, I'm coming. Okay, that's the way I look at it.
And fully engaged. It's not like, yeah, let me just phone this in, a couple hours, I'm out of
Well,
here. No.
some magicians overbook. They're not organized. They might double book a date. or some other event. They're so cheap. Okay, they're so cheap in their fee cost that they will cancel
Mm.
because they have no value. They have no, if a catastrophic event has to really truly happen on my end for me to miss a date. There is no way around that one. If it is a death in the family, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm sorry I missed your 5-year-old's birthday for a catastrophic event, but when it's close to family, I got a small family, so it's not going to happen in those odds. And even if it did at that point, I wouldn't be in a headspace to want to do it. Um, Weather conditions, rain, snow, doesn't matter. If you hired me and it snowed 2 feet of snow, 3 feet of snow, made the roads unbearable, um, you'll have to call me and
He's showing up.
reschedule.
That's great.
Because if not, I'm going to show up. And I mean, where everybody else is going to park, I don't know. The conditions kind of suck. But then again, if you call, hey, look, we need to reschedule, then we reschedule to the next available weekend date that will work with your time frame as well as my schedule. I try not, and if it doesn't happen, it's good for the year. The retainer is good for the year. And I've had people that have had that happen, and I'm like, hey, look, we're at 6 months. Hey, look, we're at 9 months. Are you still wanting to do this? You still wanting to have a magic show for next year? Your retainer's still good,
Mm.
and I don't take full, I'm not taking 50%. Some people take, I want the whole amount up front. I'm like, no, just enough
A commitment. A commitment.
that you're wanting to commit to having me there, not enough to where if it was if you had to cancel or if you had to change or postpone, it's not like, oh my God, I'm all out of the no, because I don't want that. I want you to be happy. I want you to be okay if you make a decision like that. It's important to me because you're my client, because you may just hire me again another time. You
Or
may hire
refer.
me 4 times or 5 times, and it's happened. I've had people hire me 3 or 4 times. Same client, birthday
Mm.
child, watched
There's
them grow from 5 to 9.
there's a
I'm like,
reason. There's a reason
wow.
because you take it to heart and you put your energy into it. And I will tell you, over the years, I played around a couple of magic tricks, whatever. It only certain people can do it and do it right. There's a
Well,
certain coordination. There's you got something. Not others don't have.
Well, Steve, here's the thing. If you want something, if you really want to do something in life, no matter what it is, you just got to be hungry enough to go do it.
I agree.
I see all these Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Snap and all these reels of affirmations and you can do this and you can do that and what it will take for you to make those changes. If you watch enough of those reels, you'll become a guru. You'll manifest all the positive words. You will find the way to actually speak and do it and be effective and be creative and step out of your comfort zone. Discipline,
Yeah.
discipline.
And you know what? I believe it's got to come from the heart. It can't be the head. Yeah, I want to be a magician because I like attention, want to make money. No, it's got to come from the heart. You got to put yourself into it. How do we find you? I know that you're based in Stafford, Virginia, but what's your geo and how do we connect with you?
Okay, so the best way to get to me is www.theamazingkevin.com. I got a contact sheet forms on there. You can email me at kevin@theamazingkevin.com, or you can call. I'm okay with you calling at 703-675-5323. I do work in the tri-state area. That's Washington, D.C., Maryland, and also southern Richmond, the Richmond area as well. So I'll travel wherever you want me. If you want
Nice.
me to come to your state, understand that I'll be more than happy to come out there, but it does come at a cost.
Yeah, well, it's traveling time, and we're out of time. We're also at the end of our rope, pun intended. Great having you here, and I just, your energy is fantastic, Kevin. Just, and I appreciate that, and also seeing the other side of something that we've watched since we were kids, and it's super cool. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. You have a good one. All right.
You too. We're coming right back.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.